Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to Opus Unsolved. Let's go solve a murder mystery. Dear Detective Shapiro, congratulations on your promotion to detective. I hope you'll find your new office to your liking. We hung up a corkboard behind your desk as per your request. I had a talk with the other senior detectives and we all agreed that to get you properly started, we're assigning you a cold case to solve. We want to see how you go about it, and we've included a form for you to present your conclusions. The case we've assigned to you is the falsetto case. It's a case that's been dormant for longer than you could imagine. It concerns a high-profile murder in the theater some decades ago. An actor was killed on the opening night of the play, and police work wasn't as thorough as it is now. Some details have been figured out over the years, but the perpetrator was never apprehended, and the case was eventually shelved. We want to see you tackle this case and solve the mystery, Irene. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Good luck, Detective Vanderbilt. Let's do this. Summon all my brain cells. Got a whole board. This is a quick tutorial for using Shapiro's pin board. All the clues regarding this case are gathered on the board. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Click anywhere on the empty board to drag and move around. Click any clue to see them up close. Click on the pin button to create a pin. When holding the pin, click two clues to link them together. You can break links by picking up a used pin. Delete pins by placing them on an empty space. Open the case form by clicking the case form button. In the case form, you read the case questions and select and present evidence to support your answers. Make connections between important clues, then answer the case questions by selecting one or multiple threads that prove your theory. All questions to solve the case. Answer all the questions to solve the case. Okay, cool. Alright, so we have to find out what was used to commit the murder, what was the suspect's motive, and what proves the suspect's presence at the crime scene. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so I guess let's get the murder weapon first. I wanna keep all the murder details in the middle, like, you know, like we'll make a spider web, basically. So here's a dagger, that's probably one. What's this? Mahogany during intermission. Yes, Mahogany House boasts a rich... Actually, maybe we'll take these and put them in separate corners. So that way... Because I'm guessing these things are all testimonies. But if we have them in separate areas, then we can collect the testimonies in different places. So let's start with whatever this is. Forensic report. The cause of death was determined to be a high dosage of fast-acting poison which suffocated the victim. Okay, let's put this over here with... the murder weapon, maybe? Yeah, we'll keep the murder weapon here. Isabelle Chiffon. Ugh, Diane. Vincent had to work with her during rehearsals for the play. He would never have bothered with her otherwise. She always acts so snobbish. Vincent was never like that, of course. Yeah, this is Isabelle, so... Oh, okay, this is Isabelle. Isabelle Chiffon? I don't know. Age 21, relation to the victim, friend and costumer. Remarks, a quiet and clumsy person. She brews her own blends of tea and creates most of Mahogany House's costumes herself. So let's put this with her. We'll put her things here. Who's this? Let's get the people's names out of the way. Wolfgang Daniels. 62, relation to the victim, co-worker. Hardworking and takes pride in maintaining the historic building's appearance. He is a very observant person. Okay. Cornelius Thesipus. 68, relation to the victim, employer. Cornelius is a fan of old wines and Shakespeare. Everyone says that he is frugal, but kind-hearted. Diane Sopran. 26, relation victim co-star. Very serious about her career, known for her high vocals and fondness of romantic plots. You. Vincent Falsetto, 24, leading actor of the theater, up-and-coming protege of the Mahogany House. He enjoyed poetry, singing, and drinking tea. A hard worker who often stayed late to the practice for upcoming productions. Oh, wait. This is the victim. We should put him in the middle. And let's spread this out a bit more. We'll put you over here now. There we go. Now we have them all in different corners. Omar Cadenza, 28, relation to the victim, understudy. Very ambitious person, somewhat vain and focused on his own looks. He doesn't like being ignored and is very prideful. Understudy. That's suspicious. I feel like understudies are always suspicious. Diane Sopran, we already read that. Okay, so we got them all of the way. Now let's continue to get the testimonies out of the way. Isabelle Chiffon. He started spending way too much time with her. I heard that they both had a pretty big part to rehearse, but normally he would come to my studio to practice his lines, but then he stopped coming over because she would hog all of his attention. Okay, Isabelle, you're starting to look a little bit jealous. I'm just saying. Fallen teacup. That's probably with the murder weapons, I'd assume. It happened during intermission. Oh, this is Cornelius. It happened during intermission. Every one of my employees has free reign of the building to help prepare the stage for the next scene, making touch-ups to makeup or costumes or rehearse their lines. You're Cornelius. That's ridiculous. I never go to the dressing rooms during intermission. Intermission is a good time to get to know all the important people who came to see the show, and the most important people can always be found at the bar, so that's where I was too. This is Omar. Oh, I liked Vincent enough. We worked together sometimes and he helped me with rehearsing. He was a good actor. Some say he was the best, but that is purely a matter of perspective. That's also Omar. What's this? This is just a flyer for the play. The performance will last 2.5 hours. Drinks are served in the mahogany bar during intermission. Put you in the middle. What's this? Crime scene. He died here after taking off his dress and smashing the mirror. Weird. We'll put that in the middle. Wow, this guy's kind of empty up here now. Just put these over here. Omar again. Why was I carrying a dagger on me? For theater, of course. It's a prop my character needed for the scene following the intermission. I mean, that checks out, because he is in the poster here holding the dagger, so that makes sense. Let's spread these out a bit more. Isabelle's got a lot of things against her right now. Diane Sopran. She's so clumsy. I've been poked in my side with a needle so many times when she took my measurements. So unprofessional. I really don't understand why she's still employed here. That's Diane. What else? Omar. He was Vincent's understudy and apprentice, but he has his sights set on Vincent's leading role. I'm sure he'll get that part now. Suspicious? Isabel again. I was pretty close to Vincent. He always treated me kindly, and we both have a love for exotic types of tea. I would sometimes go to his house for tea. Put that over here. Isabel again. Vincent took his work very seriously. Oh wait, no. No, I didn't read this. I sometimes had to remind him to take a break, or else he would spend entire nights studying in his dressing room. Wolfgang. Of course I remember that night, but I'm getting old. My memory is as good as ever. I was backstage helping set up for the next act, and I believe I saw Isabel running away from the dressing rooms. Well, that's definitely suspicious. Oh. Poison bottle. Okay, so he was definitely poisoned, probably. Omar. Being an actor pays well enough, but the stakes are high. If you end up sick or with a cold, Mr. Thespius will send you home on leave without pay. Isabel again. Man, she's got a lot of, like, thingies. Oh, it's always so busy during intermission. I usually just hide away in my studio. Plenty of work to keep me busy. I do believe I saw Omar heading towards Vincent's dressing room, though. Interesting. Wolfgang. I've been employed by Mr. Thespius for over 30 years. No one knows this building as well as I do. Wait, was that? Oops. Okay, yeah, that was Wolfgang. Leading up to the big night, Vincent and Diane would spend a lot more time together. I think they took practicing for their parts very seriously, if you know what I mean. Oh, so they have a relationship going on or something, probably. And, I don't know, Isabel's looking pretty guilty. She's pretty jealous. She's so clumsy. Oh wait, no, I read that. I'm gonna move you over here. What's this? Oh, this is a layout. I can probably put this in the middle. Just rearrange this to make it look prettier. Put it here. I guess I should read this. Vincent Horatio Falsetto, 1916 to 1940, beloved son, brother, and actor. Taken from us so suddenly, Vincent will be missed by his parents Jean and Pauline, and his sister Valerie, and everyone whose hearts he's touched while performing. His career had yet to truly take off, but Vincent was a hard worker and a rising star. Murder at the Mahogany House. Guests tonight were shocked to find their performance of Don Giovanni couldn't continue due to the sudden collapse of its leading actor, Vincent Falsetto. I mean, isn't that what an understudy's for, though? Can they have still continued? I mean, I guess that'd be weird, though, if he continued after they've been murdered. I feel like that's more of like they broke their leg. I suppose they shouldn't continue if there's been a murder. Upon closer investigation, it was concluded that Mr. Falsetto had ceased to breathe. At this moment, the authorities were informed and the patrons were told to all go home. The police will continue investigation and ask anyone with more information to step forward. Mahogany House was once a meeting place for the cultured high society, but has fallen on hard times as the opera continues to dwindle in popularity. 'Tis a shame. Oh, how the arts have fallen. What is this? Okay, so poison definitely killed the guy. What's this? Forensic report. There were a few small cuts on the fingers of the victim's right hand. Okay. Yes, Mahogany House boasts a rich history. Over the years, we've amassed quite a collection of unique theater props. All fake replicas, of course, but some do look quite convincing if I say so myself. And he was using the dagger, so I guess that makes sense of why he'd say that. Or why there'd be cuts on his hand if they're that realistic. It might be pretty sharp. Toxicology report. The traces of poison have found in the body of the victim have been confirmed as H2X12OQ. In small doses, this poison induces flu-like symptoms, but as an overdose can have lethal consequences. Now, this guy said something about having colds, or no, they all said something about him not liking sick people, or something? It was in here somewhere. Yeah. If you end up with cold, Mr. Cesspis will send you home on leave without pay. But I don't know why he'd do that. Cornelius. During intermission, I like to socialize with Mahogany House's most important benefactors. One of them is a dear friend of mine, Miss Dubious. We always enjoy a glass of wine together at the bar during intermission. I had the picture of that. Here it is. Mahogany House during intermission. Oh, and there's Omar. And there's Cesspis, so they don't appear to be lying, although he's drinking alcohol, which is weird. I thought he said something about tea. Didn't he? No. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. For some reason I thought it said that he doesn't drink alcohol. No, maybe maybe it was him. Yeah, he drank tea. I guess it wasn't Omar. Omar... This is Omar talking about himself. Omar is an ambitious guy. He's always striving to do better. I like to see that in my actors. I'm sure he'll make it big someday. He's talking about himself. That's just weird. Wolfgang. During intermissions, patrons are restricted to the foyer and the bar, but employees can get to any place they need to be, of course. This is Wolfgang. Okay, this goes over here. Cornelius. Do you know how much it costs me monthly to keep Mahogany House running? I need to cut corners where I can, so actors who aren't performing at their full capacity due to sickness usually get sent home on leave until they get better. I can only afford to pay top-notch actors. That's suspicious. What if he did it? Diane. His death couldn't have come in a more terrible time. Our big kiss scene was supposed to be right after the intermission. Oh, how terrible. He passed just before our magnificent performance could reach its peak. Truly a terrible loss. She seems the least suspicious so far. Diane again. Oh, it's such a terrible loss. Oh, wait. No, I didn't read that. Vincent was such a handsome and talented actor. I got to work with him a lot, you know. I'm a star with rehearsing, and we'd often go over our texts together. He often mentioned I'm a terribly talented singer. Okay. So, I mean, we know what the murder weapon is, so perhaps we should get that out of the way first. I just want to spread these out a bit more. Wait, this one, this is Cornelius. I saw it there in the little text. Yes, Mahogany House boasts a rich history. Over the years, we've amassed quite a collection of unique props. Oh, so this goes over here. I don't know why I gave it to him. There we go. Boop, bop. Keep it organized. Okay. These all Omar? Okay. Cool. So, what was used to commit the murder? Poison, obviously. So... Let's put the poison evidence over here. And there, and we have to use the pins. Assume it's like that, right? Do I have to connect it to death? Or no? No, the forensic report should be enough. So let's see. Boop. Bop. Beep. Submit. Okay, cool. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I hit submit, but I didn't do any of the other things, but that's fine. We got that one right. So, yeah, so what was the motive then? I mean, how was he performing? Because the Balayas is dwindling in popularity. I wonder if he poisoned him. I need to cut corners where I can, so actors who aren't performing at their capacity due to sickness usually get sent home. Being an actor pays well enough, but the stakes are high. If you end up sick or with a cold, Mr. Thespis could send you home on leave without pay. Maybe he did it. Maybe he accidentally added a little bit too much. Because this one said, in small doses this poison induces a flu-like symptom, but an overdose can have lethal consequences. So it's possible he did it, but also Isabel's a little suspicious. Because she makes her own tea, which is curious, considering he was poisoned. And she seems awfully jealous of Diane. And she said she was busy during intermission, and she saw Omar heading towards the dressing room, but that's not true, because Omar is clearly here in the bar during intermission, so she's lying. And he said that he saw Isabel running away from the dressing rooms, and this is a map of the place. So the dressing room's here, the backstage is here. Isabel said that she hangs out in the costume department. The janitor's here. Well, that's where his room is. I suppose that's not where he was. Where was he? He was at backstage. So that would be right here. So he would be able to see Isabel leaving from the dressing room and going back to the costume department. The bar is over here, and there is not... Well, I mean, I guess you could go through this way to get backstage and over. So I guess that doesn't totally rule out Omar, but I don't think he did it because he's not at the scene of the crime during the thing. But he's also not there, which is kind of weird. So, like, how would he poison him if he was doing things during intermission? Unless if he put it in there beforehand, but I don't know. I mean, don't you have to make tea to, like, it's not like you can just keep it, like, ready. I think you have to make it each time. I don't know, I don't drink tea. But I assume you can't just leave it there or else it'd get cold and gross. So, I feel like that means Isabel's the most suspicious. Do I have to unclick these? How do we link her to the crime, though? Let's see. Creates her own teas. Do you believe... What are we trying to answer? Oh, what proves the presence? So what was the motive? We have to find the motive first. Started spending way more time with her. I heard they both had a pretty big part to rehearse, but normally he would come to my studio to practice his lines, but then he stopped coming over because she would hog all of his attention. Diane. So, I think this one and this one should go together. These ones about Diane would be her motive. Vincent took his work very seriously. That doesn't really have anything. Our big kiss scene. That one might be a motive, because if she really, if this is like a jealousy thing, then she'd probably want to have him murdered before he can kiss her, but it also does make sense, because you think if she's gonna murder someone, she'd murder Diane. So that doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. Clearly she doesn't like her because she keeps poking her with needles. Such a terrible loss. Let's try... Let's just try these three as a motive for now. Spit? No, it's wrong. Do I have to unclick these? Maybe. I don't know if you have to keep them clicked. No, still wrong. So, maybe that's not it. Just unclick it now so I don't have to stare at it. Okay, so if that's not it, then maybe it was Cornelius? Top-notch actors. Let's... Where's that one about being sick? Here it is. Let's connect this one to this one. That's not the right one. Is it this one? Yeah. Although I don't know if that's motive enough. But, that doesn't exactly prove that he was there at the time. Proves the presence at the crime scene. She's the only one that you can prove the presence of. Still don't understand. Quiet and clumsy person. Would clumsy be a part of it? If she... Oops. Well, that's not a motive though, so I don't think I need that in there. But, like, if she's clumsy, she might have just been trying to give him a cold. Maybe that's what happened. She was just trying to give him a cold, or give him a flu-like symptom so he would get home, but accidentally overdosed him instead. That would make more sense. Still though, you'd think she tried on Diane, but I don't know, maybe she doesn't. I guess, what's his name? Vincent would be a lot easier to do since they were friends, and he likes tea. I guess it'd be just easier to make that happen. He always treated me kindly. Maybe that needs to be part of the motive. So, how do I prove that she did it? I do want to prove that she was at the scene of the crime, though. Isabel running away from the dressing room. So let's put that there. I don't know if that needs to be connected, but... Well, maybe we need to connect this one too. Yeah. Let's try submitting for presence at the crime scene. No. Really? How do I prove your presence at the crime scene? Maybe I have to connect this one too? Is it that one? I don't know if I need to connect Omar's. He was at the bar. I don't know if I have to connect it, but might help. Let's try this. No, still wrong. I don't understand. Is that necessary? Huh, weird. Let me unclick these then. Let's try the motive again. That one? Wait, no, that's not it. Motive is this, 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 this. I don't know. Motive. I feel like I know the answer, I just don't know how to say it, you know? Like, I don't know what it wants from me. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's always busy during intermission. I usually just hide away in my studio. Plenty of work to keep me busy. I do believe I saw Omar heading towards Vincent's dressing room, though. Vincent took his work very seriously. I sometimes had to remind him to take a break, or else he'd spend the entire night studying in his dressing room. I was pretty close with Vincent. He always treated me kindly, and we both have a love for exotic types of tea. I would sometimes go to his house for tea. He started spending way more time with her. I heard that they both had a pretty big part in the rehearse, but normally he would come to my studio and practice his lines. But then he stopped coming over because she would hog all of his attention. Like, that seems like a pretty big motive. I feel like I'm right. Ugh, Diane. Vincent had to work with her during the rehearsals for the play. He would never bothered with her otherwise. She always acts so snobbish. Vincent was never like that, of course. His death couldn't have come at a more terrible time. Our big kiss scene was supposed to happen right after the intermission. Oh, how terrible. He passed just before our magnificent performance could reach its peak. Truly a loss. I really don't think Omar did it. She's so clumsy. Maybe that has to be a part of it? I think I'd connect that one to that one, though. Oh, it's such a terrible loss. Vincent had such a handsome was such a handsome, talented actor. I got to work with him a lot, you know. If he's talented, then I doubt Thespius would have killed him. I got to work with him a lot, you know. I'm a star with rehearsing, and we'd often go over our texts together. He often mentioned I was a terribly talented singer. I don't think that's part of her motive, though. You have to connect this one, though. I don't know. I'm confused. Like, I'm just trying to connect the motive. How do I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm having a hard time proving the presence at the crime scene either, though. Maybe I have to connect this one to that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Very observant person? Do I have to connect that too? Maybe over here. Let me turn off these other threads. Don't know if that's important, but you never know. What was that one, though? I think I have to highlight that one, too. And maybe the one here. I don't know. Oh, that's so weird. I'm like 90% sure that she did it, though. I just don't know how to... I don't know how to tell it. Okay, well... I don't know, like... Alright, so here's the thing. I know that I feel like she did it. She tried to poison, or she tried to get him at least a flu or whatever, so Thesipus would send him home and that he wouldn't have to kiss her, Diane, after the intermission. He saw her running from the dressing room, and she tried to pretend that she was in the costume department, and she blamed it on Omar. But he saw her running back from the dressing room, and Omar was drinking in the bar, so it wasn't him and it wasn't Thesipus, because he was also there, unless if they somehow made tea and ran back there. But I doubt Vincent, like, I doubt they could have poisoned the tea beforehand, because tea goes cold, and then I don't think people like to drink it, I think. Unless if it's iced tea, I have no idea. But I really don't think it was either of them, because you can't really... I don't think you could pre-poison tea like that, unless if you put it in the bag, maybe? But I doubt that that is where we were thinking with this. And she brews tea, so it only makes sense that it's her. Let me see. I don't know, maybe I'm submitting evidence wrong. Let me see if there's anything I can look up. Okay, so like literally I think only 2 people have played this game before. So let me just... I'm gonna clear off all this nonsense, and we're just gonna start from scratch with linking these up. I'm thinking maybe I have to have a stronger thread of... literally a stronger thread of thought or something, because I know what I want to say, but it's a problem of not knowing how to go about it. I think I have to conclude the part where she wants him to get sent home with a cold, though. So maybe if I can link up some of her thoughts to that. Let's just clear all these out, because we don't really need these, because they're not right anyways. So, I want to take this one first. Flu-like symptoms. Where was that one? Flu-like symptoms. There, cold. Let's link that to this. Okay, and then... I want to connect that one to... Where is it? Here it is. This one. Sickness. Then I want to connect the sickness to terrible time. Yeah, right after the intermission. I don't know if this is important. Like, and it does, like, kind of bring up how she hates her, but I don't know if that's what we need, though. Started spending way too much time with her. Would it be this one, or would it be the other one? Hog all of attention. Vincent was never like that, of course. I mean, it's kind of both. I think that's right. Pretty close to Vincent. Took his break seriously. It's always so busy during intermission. Let's connect this one and this one here. I don't know if I have to connect this to her, though. She always acts so snobbish. I don't know if that's important. Exotic types of tea. Vincent and Diane would spend more time together. I think that would go over here. Or would it be here? As far as spending way more time with her. I think that would go here. But that's a pretty big part to rehearse. Yeah, I think that goes there. I saw Isabel running away from the dressing rooms. Leaked to Isabel. It's always so busy during intermission, I usually just hide away in my studio. They work. I don't think I need that one yet. Well, now I'm kind of moving on to how to prove that where she was. I don't think I need those yet. I think let's just try these ones. Like that? No, still wrong. Put this here. I think this was about him and being good at seeing. Let's try that again. Presence at the crime scene. I don't know. I don't know. During intermission. Do I have to pin this in here? Maybe this one over here? And over here? And then this one down here? I don't know. Did I ever look at the crime scene? Yeah, I did. There's no teacups in here, but whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, so my final theory is she did it. She was trying to give him a flu and not actually kill him, so that she wouldn't, so that Vincent wouldn't have to kiss Diane before the intermission. And she was there because she was seen running from the dressing room, and she lied about where she was, and she tried to push it on Omar, but Omar is cleared because he was in the bar during intermission. That's my theory. So thank you all for watching. Sorry I didn't actually solve the mystery, but maybe you can help me. Maybe you can play this game and let me know what if you are able to submit your answers. I'm like 90% sure that Isabel did it. But two people have played this game total, I'm pretty sure, and there's no walkthrough or anything or any videos on YouTube, so this case is literally turning into a cold case. So maybe some of you are more detective-y than me and you can figure out how to make this thread system work, but in my mind right now, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let me know in the comments if you have a different opinion and who you think did this murder, and maybe it won't be cold forever. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out!